Hello, welcome to the Chit Chat Knits podcast. My name is Darcy and I'm the maker at Chit Chat Knits. And this is not a Vlogmas week 2. The week has been busy and it's sort of gotten away from me. I intended to jump on and chat with you at the beginning of the week, but here it is. It's Friday, December 12th, and we're finally sitting down to chat. But that's okay, because that means I have a few more things to show you today. I hope you're enjoying the holiday season. We are decorated, and our cards have gone out, and we're just really enjoying the holiday season here in Chit Chat, at the Chit Chat Knit House. So I wanted to show you a few things that have been going on around here today in my knitting, and we'll just chat a bit about the holiday season. So first up, I want to show you my sweater. Now, this is not a new make. I made this, I looked at my Ravelry page today, and I actually made this sweater in 2020. And the pattern is called Dream Sweater, and it's by UEWE Knit Toronto. And it's just a comfortable, cozy. The yarn is Alta Truth, and I purchased it, well, that would have been 4 years ago at my local yarn shop, Darn Knit anyway. But I put it on this morning, and it's warm and it's cozy. It's a DK weight sweater, which I find really, really comfortable. And let me tell you, it is definitely warm sweater weather here, because yesterday we had a high of 0 degrees Fahrenheit. And today, I think, well, when I got up this morning, it was 3 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is chilly out there. We had a couple inches of snow, so we have some beautiful white out there. It's bright in here today because the sun is out and it's reflecting off the snow. So it does look Christmassy. That's good. All right, the first thing I want to talk about is my Advent swap. I've never purchased an Advent from a dyer, and I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to do that in the next year. Find one that I'm really interested in and purchase one, because I do love opening up the little things. But I swapped through the Carla Knits podcast, and my swap partner, Charlie, has been amazing. I have loved every little package I've opened. This is a 12 10-gram mini skeins. So I'm opening them kind of every other day. But look at this. This was in the one I opened today. Isn't that adorable? And I know Charlie is a big crocheter, so I'm sure she made this. Isn't that so cute? There's a little, I can feel there's a little ring in there. And then so cute. And I don't think I want to hang this on the tree because I don't want it to get lost, but I do like to hang some ornaments up in my workroom. So it's going to go in there. Yay. But I did want to show you, because most of the little 10-gram mini skeins that she's sent are these adorable little skeins, and they are by Storyteller Stitchery. So cute. And look at how these colors are all going, well, impossible to hold them all, but look at how beautifully they're going together. And then there's a couple more here. So pretty. I did look at Storyteller Stitchery's website, because I think I'm going to have to order something. Look at this one. Isn't that pretty? That one is called Saguaro Silhouette. And then this pretty one is Titania's Dream. I'm really interested to try out their yarn. So I just wanted to show you a few of the cute little things that have been in my little Advent swap. So much fun. I think there's 4 more little packages left. So I'll try to spread those out over the next 11 days and just enjoy some little treats. There's also been some chocolates in every day, and I put them in a bowl, and I noticed that Doug's been getting into them. And so that's okay. That's okay. I'm happy to share. All right. So I only have one finished object today. And this is something I've been knitting on the last couple of days. Now, I showed you the last time this yarn that I purchased when I was in Madison the last time at this, where did I buy this? Sunset Yarns. And this is Alegria Grande by Manos del Uruguay. And I just love it. I love it. And this is for my son's girlfriend, but guess what? It didn't work with what I had in my mind. And you know that feeling that you sometimes have, and you're thinking, I really love this and I want to make it work, but I'm not sure it's going to work. And I should just learn that when I have that feeling, it's probably correct. So I was trying to make it work and it was not working. And let me tell you why. Because it was too, let me pull that skein out. It was too close to this other skein by Malabrigo that I wanted it to go with. I was not getting a clear definition of the pattern. So I had to switch gears. And this is what I switched gears to. This is from Cato Yarn Company, Shelley of Cato Yarn Company. And it is called Hot Dish Periwinkle. Hot Dish Periwinkle. And they're both worsted weight. There's very little difference in yardage per 100 grams, like just, I don't know, 6 yard. I mean, very, very close. So they knit together really well. And here's what I made. So you can see that I really needed clear definition between my 2 colors. I was hoping that they would show up, this Argyle design would show up in using the variegated in this. I think I would have had to go to a white background, but it just wasn't working. It wasn't crisp enough. Now, this is a cowl. Oh, well, I'll show you in a minute. I'm just going to put it on and show you. Okay, it is a snug cowl. This is one to be worn in chilly weather. You know, you're out working outside, going from place to place, and this is going to keep your neck warm. This is not a wear it for fashion sense type of cowl. This is a warm, snuggly, right up around your neck, keep you warm. It would be perfect for winter walks because virtually it's double thickness because of the stranding of the color work. You're getting a double thickness of worsted weight. So it's warm and it's cozy and it's soft. I'm going to try to pull it off here without messing everything up. And now, you know, if you've been here before, you know that I like my cowls to be, flare out because that helps them lay around your neck. This stitch is a 12 stitch repeat. So to increase 12 stitches, I was going to have like this, you know, they were going to go out and then down and out. And I didn't want that. So what I did was I changed needle sizes. I started with a 7. I immediately changed to an 8. and then I changed to a 9. And you can see that I got a bit of flare there, which helps it lay. Now, because it's such a snug around the neck cowl, I felt like I felt like it was long enough. I was also playing with Estonia braids, so I felt like this was going to be big enough. But I had extra yarn. So here's what I'm doing. I'm playing. Here's my colors. And I decided to make a hat because I had plenty of yarn. So I'm playing with a corrugated ribbing. Isn't that fun? I just found a tutorial on YouTube, and I will have to link it because I can't remember the name of the tutorial. But I just love how this is turning out. So my plan is to do this corrugated rib for the hat, then play with my Estonian braids again, do one Argyle repeat, another Estonian braid, and then finish up the hat. So we'll see how it goes, because you get into it, it might not go the way I have envisioned, but I think it's going to work out. This 2-color corrugated ribbing is super, super easy. Super easy. You cast on, you purl 1 round, then you knit 1 round in the 2 colors. So knit 1 of the gray, knit 1 of the purple, that establishes the purl round. I found out, because I didn't do that at first and I had to rip back, keeps this edge from rolling. Then the purl, the knit 1, purl 1 in the purple, the gray, alternating your colors, starts the color correctly. Otherwise, it's going to be a little funny where that purl bump is. It all makes sense. Anyway, I'm loving the way it turned out. So far, so good. I just started this morning. So we'll keep going on that. And I think we're going to end up with a nice gift set. I'm hoping. All right, that's on the needles. Hats don't take me very long, so I'll get that done quickly. But the other thing that has me obsessed with knitting is my Songs of the Season scarf number 2. Now, if you are just jumping in today, this is a pattern that I'm releasing in my Ravelry group. So you need to go to the Chit Chat Knits Ravelry group. And every day is a piece of the pattern, along with a little information about a Christmas song. So I've chosen 24 Christmas songs. I've researched, I've found interesting tidbits about each song, and every day is one song. So every day you get a little piece of the pattern and a little song. So that's why it's called Songs of the Season scarf or cowl, because it's a long tube, you can make it into a cowl, but my original one I made a scarf, and now I'm making a second scarf. So my original one, if you watch back, it was bright colors because I like bright. But this one is a gift for my friend who likes a little bit more muted colors. So here it is. It's long, it's long, it's long, it's long. I'm on day 14. So every other day you get stripes on the odd number days and then a little stitch pattern on the even number days. So a little variety, and it's a lot of knitting. It is a lot of knitting, but it's easy because the stripes are just two color back and forth. Now on this one, I actually am using this for my main color in my stripes. So this one is in each stripe section. This is by Up North Yarns, and it is called Winter at Esh Beach. So in the original one, maybe I can pop a picture here, I've used a solid periwinkle blue for each one, but I thought it would be fun to see what would happen if I used a light variegated. And it's not always as easy to see the definition in the stripes. This one here really was kind of wild, because each of the stripe sections is also a variegated. So now we have two variegated playing together, but I still think it looks really cool. I like the way it looks. So just, you know, it's always fun to just try different things. One of our friends in the Ravelry group made it fewer stitches around. She put a ribbed cuff and then fewer stitches. So hers is narrower, you know, so it completes quicker. Margie in our group is making 3 cowls. So she's completed 1 cowl and has just put pictures up the second one. And she's using not minis, but the same yarns for each. So I love the variety that everybody comes up with. If you are just seeing this, or this was too big of a project for Advent knitting, it's going to be there. So you can go in, well, I'll leave it up, oh gosh, at least till March. So it'll be there. You can go in if you have a bunch of little minis hanging around and you'd like to do something with them. It's going to be up there for a while. And then I'll probably release it as a full pattern later on, because I think it's turning out really fun. I love this pattern. Probably won't release it till next fall, but it's an option for you. Anyway, go in and check it out. It's fun. And speaking of our Ravelry group, we are completing our Stash Bash 24 make-along. So if you have some knits that you've made from stashed yarns, be sure to get your finished objects posted in there before the end of the year, because I'm going to draw a prize. And I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing that's in it. One of the things will be one of these beautiful tote bags from our friend Sandy. So I'm putting together a grand prize. Every time I go out to a yarn store, I pick something up to put in there, and I'll probably show you that on the next Not a Vlogmas episode next week. But I have more fun things coming in the Ravelry group. So I really hope you will pop in there and join our group. I would also, I'm going to shameless plug, I would also love it if you would join our group here by subscribing, liking, maybe share the cast with a friend. I'd love to grow the channel, and I can do that with your help. All right, here's the next thing I want to talk about. So I have a bag to give away. This is from our dear friend Sandy, who has made these gorgeous bags. I thought this one was really pretty for the holidays, because it's just this beautiful gold. And this fabric on the front has a shimmer to it. It's just beautiful. She puts a vinyl bottom, which I love because I love to carry my stuff to a coffee shop, out with friends, and they're great for setting down. Look at the inside. Pocket. It's like a double pocket. You can put stuff here, and there's a zipper. Amazing. And the workmanship is just beautiful. So I want to give away this gorgeous bag, and I'm going to do it this week. So here's all you have to do. Leave a comment, any comment, say hi, tell me what you're knitting, tell me something special about your holidays. Just leave a little comment, and when I cast in a week, I'm gonna cast this next week. I'll be home more. It'll be a quieter week. My husband's just left to go out of town, so I'm having a big week at home alone. So I'm planning to cast. Today's Friday. I will probably cast again next Thursday. So you have to reply quickly for a chance to win this Sandy bag, because we want to get it out to you. And we're going to have to make this U.S. residents only, because the darn shipping is so expensive. So please leave a comment. I want to send this out right away. So I'm also going to ask you, if you do want to be in the drawing for the bag, to please watch back next week so we can get this out quickly. Okay. Now, another thing I really want to talk about. Well, okay. True confessions. Time for confession on this next project. I have a pair of socks on the needles that have been on the needles for a very long time. And these are for my husband. Now, the man is over 6 foot tall and he has ski feet. So that means there's a lot of knitting in a pair of socks, but that is absolutely no excuse, because you know I knit a lot. So I'm showing you this for accountability, because I really should finish these for Christmas. If you were at the Makers Meetup, you saw me knitting on these last July, and I haven't touched them since. So here they are. I've shown these before and still haven't touched them. So here's one ski length sock that just needs a toe. I told you, the man has long feet. Here's the other one. You know that I can knit a full pair of socks in a week. You know that I can finish these. Will I do it? We'll see. I need encouragement, okay? If I spent 20 minutes or a half an hour a day on these this next week, I should be able to finish them up. Okay. Be my accountability partners, okay? I can get this done. All right. That's the last of the projects, but I want to tell you about something else special so that you can get yourself prepared. And this will be in my Ravelry group. Yeah, Ravelry group. I was thinking maybe we could do Instagram too with the hashtag, but I find that I don't always see the post. So we're gonna have to do it in the Ravelry group. But if you don't use Ravelry, you could also email me. That would be great. Here's what I want us to do. Now, let me give you the backstory. Okay, this time of year, our local food shelf does gifts for families. And what our local churches do is they have something they call the mitten tree. And it's for people to donate hats, mittens, scarves, whatever, that help people stay warm in the winter. And every year it pops up and I think, oh, why didn't I knit some hats? Why didn't I do something that I would have that I could donate? So I've missed it again for this year, but I'm determined not to miss it for 2025. So here's what I've come up with. I'm calling this 12 for 12 in 25. 12 for 12 in 25. And here's what I would like us to do, what I am going to do, and I would love to have you join me. I have set myself an intention or a goal for 2025. And my goal is to knit 12 hats and 4 pair of mittens so that when December 2025 rolls around, I have my little stack of hats and mittens that are ready to be donated. Will you please join me? I put a thread up in the Ravelry group, 12 for 12 in 25. And what I would love you to do is go in and list your intention. And what I want to do is create a spreadsheet or a Google Sheets. I've already put mine in with my name and what I intend to do. And then as I finish a project, I'm going to add it to the spreadsheet. So that when we get to, and I hope you will too, because I want to add your projects as you complete them too. When we get to December 2025, we'll be able to look at our spreadsheet and see this tally of all the things that we have knit for charity in 2025. Do you think it sounds like a fun way to knit and track and do some things for others? I hope you do, because it is really on my heart to do this for the next year, to spend some of my knitting time doing for others. So 12 for 12 in 25. So 12 hats for 12 people in 2025. But I'm going to add some mittens to it too. So I hope you'll come along with me. I think we can have a lot of fun doing this. And, you know, like I said, if you aren't a big Ravelry user, that's okay. Send me an email at chitchatknits@gmail.com. chitchatknits@gmail.com. It's going to be right here. And just tell me if you'd like to do this, what your intentions are. I will add it to my sheets, and we'll just have fun with this, okay? And then, you know what? Maybe occasionally, if you post something in there, I can send out some prizes, pick some people and send out some prizes. Let me know if you think this sounds like a fun idea. See what we can do in this next year. Okay. I just have one little happy mail. I purchased this yarn. Isn't that pretty? From Lumberjack Yarns. It's called Glory's Color. And it's kind of deep hunter greens, burgundies, grays. Just a beautiful, I think it'll just make a very wearable beautiful pair of socks. So I'm not sure, this might go in the price packages too. All right, I want to do a little story from my book, but I dropped my book, so I'm going to pick it up. All right, this one is called Something to Remember, and it's from Christmas with God. So if this isn't your bag, that's fine. I just want to thank you for stopping by today. If a little Christmas story you find intriguing, then it's short. I'll just read it real quick. Something to remember. And we have a little Bible verse here. Remember the former things of old, for I am God and there is no other. Isaiah 46:9. Grandma came from the old country. She spoke with a thick accent and often struggled to find the right English words when she shared about her faith in God. Grandma could cook. And when Christmas time came around, Grandma's house was filled with the delicious aromas of her Christmas breads and rolls. As the years passed, Grandma succumbed to painful arthritis in her hands and shoulders. Though she could no longer knead the dough used in her Christmas rolls, Grandma still could share her faith. One year, Grandma asked her granddaughter to come for a visit. Grandma wanted to make her Christmas rolls one last time. Using the granddaughter's hands and Grandma's expertise, the two women worked together, kneading the dough and stuffing the rolls while Grandma kept saying, "Remember this, do this." That night, before she went to sleep, the granddaughter carefully wrote down all of the ingredients and reviewed all of the steps in making Grandma's rolls so that she could remember how to make them the following year. And she did. And she still does. Not every Christmas she teaches her children. Now, every Christmas, she teaches her children and grandchildren how to make Grandma's Christmas rolls, filling her kitchen with the same delicious aromas that filled her Grandma's kitchen long ago. But the granddaughter shares more than a recipe and special Christmas rolls to feed her hungry family. She also shares Grandma's lessons of faith and trust in God. Grandma's rolls may fill an empty stomach, but Grandma's faith could fill an empty heart. Now that's something to remember. I just thought that was a sweet, sweet story. I don't really have memories of baking with my grandma, but I certainly do with my mom. And we have one family recipe that I will not give out to people, because in this recipe, there are things that you have to do. It's kind of a custard dessert, but you have to do it. It says cook until thick, but not very thick. Cool until cool, but not too cool. You know, it's one of those things that you sort of have to have made it with my mom, or now with me, or my sister, to know how to do it. Because it's like cook it until it's just right. You can't really write that in a recipe and have somebody know. But it is our family favorite. It's called Eskimo pie. And my mom always made it at Christmas and at Easter time. So to me, it's definitely a Christmas dessert. And I will probably be making it because my sons love it too, and they'll be home for a visit. But I have some nephews who really love it and they request it. So I'll make it for them for special times a year, because it's kind of a long process. You cook, you cool it, you do this, you do that. But it's really, really yummy. Do you have a favorite recipe you make for the holidays? Again, I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a message, and I'm going to draw for that bag next week. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope you are having lovely, lovely days spent knitting or crocheting, and you get some quiet time to yourself. Until next time, bye for now.